Hey everyone, and welcome back. On any given day, our world is just buzzing with change. New policies get launched, huge decisions are made, and amazing records are broken. So today, we're going to take a snapshot of just one day, September 22nd, 2025, to see all the incredible stories unfolding across the globe. Let's find out what a single day can tell us about where we're all headed. It's a great question, right? Because in just 24 hours of news, you can really start to see these patterns of progress. You can watch economic shifts happen in real time, and you can celebrate those quiet triumphs that end up shaping our collective future. These headlines, they're way more than just information. They're literally the building blocks of history. So, here's the plan. First, we'll dive into some initiatives that are focused squarely on citizens. Then, we'll zoom out to look at some major global shifts in policy. After that, we'll check out some key strategic partnerships, and we'll wrap things up by celebrating some really awesome milestones, both personal and global. All right, let's kick things off by looking at how governments are putting people front and center. We're going to explore two brand new initiatives from India that are really designed to make a direct, positive impact in people's everyday lives. So this first one is called Ambu Karangal, which, when you translate it from Tamil, literally means hands of love. And that name really says it all, doesn't it? This isn't just another policy. It's a truly compassionate approach to social welfare in the state of Tamil Nadu, one that focuses on a deeply human touch. So what does it actually do? Well, at its core, this program creates a vital social safety net. It gives financial support for things like education and making a living, and it's aimed directly at the most vulnerable kids, those who have lost their parents or whose guardians just can't provide for them. This is a powerful intervention meant to break cycles of poverty and protect their future. Now, this people-first idea isn't just happening in social welfare. Believe it or not, it's popping up in a totally different sector: air travel. India's Ministry of Civil Aviation has launched a new initiative, and this mission statement really captures a huge shift in thinking. The goal is to stop seeing airports as just buildings and start seeing them as spaces designed for human dignity and well-being. And this isn't just talk. The whole thing, called Passenger Seva Diwas, or Passenger Service Day, was officially kicked off by Union Minister Ram Mohan Naidu at Hindon Airport. It's a real, tangible commitment to making the travel experience better for millions of people across the country. Okay, so while some policies focus inward on citizen welfare, others are designed to make waves across the entire globe. Let's zoom out now and look at two major policy shifts, one in climate, one in economics, that are going to have worldwide implications. Check this out. Australia just took a massive leap forward on its climate goals. The old target was a 43% cut in emissions by 2030. Well, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's government just blew that away, setting a much more aggressive goal, a 62% reduction by 2035. That's a huge acceleration, aiming to slash nearly two-thirds of its emissions from 2005 levels. From climate, let's pivot over to the economy. All eyes in the financial world were on this one little number, 25 basis points. Why? Because it represents the U.S. Federal Reserve's decision to cut its benchmark interest rate for the very first time in 2025. It seems like a tiny number, but its impact is absolutely massive. So the big question is, why now? This rate cut brings the new range down to between 4 and 4.25%, and it's a direct response to a U.S. economy that's been slowing down, with job creation also on the decline. The Fed is basically hitting the gas a little, hoping to give the economy a boost and keep things stable. Okay, beyond the immediate day-to-day policy changes, nations are always playing the long game, right? They're constantly making strategic moves to position themselves for the future. Let's look at a new partnership in a critical industry and a key diplomatic appointment that tells us a lot about their priorities. Here's a perfect example, a new partnership called the Blue Ports Initiative. And you've got two main players teaming up here, a national body, India's Department of Fisheries, and a major global one, the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization. The whole idea is to bring global expertise to a vital local industry. So, what's this all about? Well, it's a strategic team-up, and the main goal is to develop smart and sustainable fisheries. In other words, it's all about future-proofing a really crucial food source by making fishing ports across the country more efficient and ecologically healthy. Shifting from trade over to diplomacy, we have a really important appointment. India has named Gaurang Lal Das as its new ambassador to South Korea. And you've got to remember, these ambassador appointments are never random.
They are a huge signal of where a country is focusing its diplomatic energy.
And when you look at his background, it all clicks into place. This is a senior diplomat, a former key figure in the East Asia division who played a crucial role in those super high-level talks with China since 2020. All that deep regional experience is now being deployed to this really vital post in South Korea. You can see the strategy. All right, for our final section, we're going to celebrate a little. We'll look at a truly historic individual achievement that's breaking new ground, and then we'll join the rest of the world in marking a day of awareness for one of our planet's most iconic species. From the world of sport comes a truly historic achievement. A young woman named Miriam Fatima from the state of Bihar in India has just accomplished something that no one from her region has ever done before, creating a huge moment of pride. Miriam has earned the title of Woman FIDE Master in chess. Now, for those who don't follow chess, let me tell you, this is a huge deal. It's a prestigious, high-level title awarded by the International Chess Federation, FIDE, that recognizes elite performance. For her to be the first ever player from Bihar to achieve this is just, wow, simply incredible. And finally, September 22nd itself marks a day of global awareness. It's World Rhino Day, a time to focus on the 5 remaining and highly vulnerable rhino species we have left on this planet: the white, the black, the Indian, the Javan, and the Sumatran. This day was started way back in 2010 by WWF South Africa, and its mission is as urgent today as it's ever been. It's really a global call to action to fight against the massive threats rhinos face, especially from poaching and the illegal wildlife trade. It's a powerful reminder of our shared duty to protect our planet's biodiversity. So there you have it. From social welfare and climate policy to strategic diplomacy and personal triumphs, that's the world on September 22nd, 2025. It really leaves you with a thought. All these stories, big and small, are the first draft of history. The only question is, what will we build next? Thanks for joining me.